Hey everyone, welcome back to Miss Leo's Tarot. Today we're looking at your no contact situation. We're going to be diving into what they feel, why they're silent, and whether they will return. All right, so as usual, I have already pre-shuffled the cards, so just to avoid, wasting some time, so we'll just dive right into it. All right, so their current energy towards you, this is how they're showing up right now. We have the Nine of Swords. Oh my gosh, lots of anxiety, a lot of sleepless nights. Three of Wands, there's a lot of waiting energy. Ace of Pentacles, someone feels here that there's an opportunity for something stable. All right, self-care, prioritizing self-love, spoiling yourself. I feel like you're in this energy where you're kind of like detaching from this. You're focusing on yourself. We also have a butterfly effect here, okay? So it's obvious here with the Nine of Swords, they're feeling extremely, they're really having a lot of anxiety, a lot of regret about whatever happened between you two. And there's a sense of, with the self-care oracle card, it could be you as well. But I feel like, your person is also kind of like isolating, self-isolating, really stepping back, really thinking about the connection here with the Three of Wands. There's a lot of waiting energy and watching from a distance. With the Ace of Pentacles, I do feel, there is, they do want, they want a form of commitment with you, but I feel like what's going on here is they're kind of like focusing on, they're making changes within themselves here. I feel like it's strong transformational energy. And I feel like here with the butterfly effect card, there is, we'll get more into it in the reading, but there is a possibility here for a reconnection. And I feel like that's kind of what's transforming. This person knows that they have to, tweak things within themselves to kind of like make that work. So bottom line here is I think your person is emotionally evolving. That's the main message that I'm getting here. And yeah, I feel like your person is, trying to figure out, how to fix these things within themselves to offer some sort of commitment here, as we see with the Ace of Pentacles. All right. So what are their true feelings towards you? What are they feeling but not saying? All right. We have the Six of Wands. With the Empress, oh my gosh, that's like strong, like long-term energy. Okay. We have Heart Locked Down Oracle card with Deadly Words. Yeah, so with the Six of Wands, they want some sort of validation from you again. They want to win you back. They feel like you are the cat's meow. You are the prize here with the Empress energy. They see you as someone worth chasing, someone who commands, attention. They still, like I said, they want your validation. And, part of them fantasizes about coming back in and being seen by you again. All right. They miss your admiration and they want to redeem themselves in your eyes. All right. With the Queen of Swords energy and the Deadly Words, I feel like there was definitely some harsh words exchanged. I feel like maybe you obviously have gone cold towards this person and they definitely feel it. You set some very strong boundaries here. And I don't know what you said to them, but I think it really cut them down. It really hurt them because now they're in an energy where their heart is locked down. They are not open emotionally. And I feel like, with this self-care card that we saw earlier, this is just kind of confirming that they are in a space where they're not open emotionally because they're needing to heal from this. They're needing to heal something from the past that went on between you two. All right. But with the Empress energy, they think very highly of you. They see you as nurturing, abundant, beautiful, regardless of what happened between you two. You're someone that's like wife or husband material. They feel like at home with you. But also I feel like you are super intimidating to this person. All right. There's a sense of not feeling like they're good enough for you. Like there's a longing to reconnect with you, a longing to get back in your good graces. But I feel like there's a sense of not being able to live up to your standards type of thing. All right. So let's see why they're silent. What's their blocks, fears, or external influences? We have the Star with the Nine of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, we have Mystery Lover, and we have Aftermath. I don't know if you can see that. It's like she's flipping it off. She's giving the middle finger. So obviously here with the Star, they see you as somebody that they still want, they still hope for, they still, you know, deeply like want you. And, you know, we see here with the Nine of Cups energy, you are still this person's wish fulfillment, all right? But they just see you as somebody that's like very far off, like out of their league. I feel like your person here is, you know, they seemingly have everything together, like, you know, they're fine, they're independent energy, they are, you know, emotionally fulfilled within themselves, they don't need anybody. But deep down, it's a feeling of your person feels inadequate, all right? We have the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles, the energy. So they absolutely see you as someone up on a pedestal in their mind, all right? This is, yeah, basically they feel like you're out of their league, bottom line. They may struggle with the feeling of not, you know, being, you know, like maybe their bank account couldn't support you. They couldn't support you financially. Yeah, it's that kind of energy. And I feel like with the mystery energy, there's a sense of hiding behind the shadows, you know, just kind of like hiding their feelings, not really opening up. They've had a lot of failed relationships here. And I feel like they're bitter. They're definitely emotionally bitter about how love is in general. It's not really towards you. It's just the fact that they're bitter about how love has gone for them, you know, all along, you know, even before you. It's like a string of, you know, failed relationships. So bottom line here is they're emotionally guarded, they're bitter from past wounds and struggling with feelings of inadequacy. You know, they admire your light, but they're hiding, like I said, they're hiding in the dark. They're telling themselves it's safer to stay silent than, you know, risk being hurt, rejected, or, you know, exposed or whatever, you know. Being vulnerable, fear of being vulnerable too is another theme I'm picking up on. All right, so let's go into, do they think about you? The mental and spiritual connection. All right, do they think about you? I'm gonna probably say yes without even pulling cards. They definitely do think about you. All right, but let's just, to confirm, 10 of Pentacles, ooh, long-term stable energy here. Yeah, they definitely have very strong feelings for you with the King of Cups. The Four of Swords, that's very withdrawn energy, healing, you know, withdrawing here, just like I said, with the Mystery Lover card, they're, you know, withdrawing their energy, you know, skulking into the shadows, kind of disappearing, maybe ghosting type of vibe. Yeah, we have powerless card. Feeling stuck and trapped, caught in a cycle of anxiety and uncertainty, blinded by love. And we have my person. So this person absolutely sees you as somebody that's very important. They see you as their person, somebody that they're meant to have, like this 10 of Pentacles with. I don't know if you can see that card. Yeah. Someone that you're meant to have this 10 of Pentacles with. Long-term committed energy. You know, they see you as the one, basically. So yeah, here with the King of Cups, this is somebody that feels extremely, you know, deeply for you. But, you know, the King of Cups doesn't always, like, you know, express them. So, you know, on the surface, they may seem cool and calm and collected, but underneath the surface, this person is like madly in love with you. There's deep emotions there. All right. I feel like your person is kind of in an energy where they have a string of, you know, failed relationships that they may feel very insecure about. As we've seen up until this point, this person feels extremely bitter and jaded when it comes to love. But when it comes to you, they absolutely, like I said, see you as the one. And they're in this, you know, mental loop, you know, where they're like, oh my God, what if I mess this up? You know, how can I fix this? You know, is my person like, you know, moving on? Are they seeing somebody else? What will they say if I reach out? They're kind of stuck in this energy, you know, even though they see you as someone that is the one for them. You know, there's a lot of anxiety and, you know, insecurity around this. Okay. All right. So let's dive in to see, will they reach out soon? Near future action. All right. Will they reach out? We have the Four of Wands. All right. That's commitment energy. We have the Three of Pentacles, that's rebuilding energy. Nine of Pentacles, some sort of independent energy. Recharging still. And we have mind invasion. All right, so with the Four of Wands, they 100% see a connection with you. All right, they want some form of commitment here. They're thinking about like moving in together. They want to, you know, basically here with the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, they want to rebuild this connection with you. But it's not just a sense of like, it's more like, it's not just that they want to. Yes, they want to. But it's more like, how am I going to make this happen? Like, they want to, you know, actually show up and put in the effort here with the Three of Pentacles and build something real with you. It's not, you know, just half-assed, you know, I want to energy, yeah, that'd be cool type of thing. No, they actually are thinking about, you know, through the self-care card in the butterfly effect, they're actually making like small moves here internally to, you know, transform basically, so that they, you know, can figure out a way to actually have something committed here with you. All right. So I feel like with the Nine of Pentacles energy, your person absolutely feels 100% that you are glowing up. You are, you know, in your own independent energy, you know, you're doing your own thing. And it kind of makes, there's a sense of your person like feeling like, again, inadequacy, like they're not good enough for you. Yeah, I mean, basically they just like, they see you thriving, you know, I feel like your person watches you from a distance, you know, wondering like, you know, would they even want me back kind of thing. Yeah. So with the recharging card, you know, I feel like this has been very mentally draining for this person. And I feel like they're kind of like, you know, in that Four of Swords energy, they're just stepping back energetically, retreating, and, you know, trying to figure out like, how are they going to like come at you? Like, how are they going to come forward? Yeah. So I just feel like, you know, they're drained emotionally from this. Yeah. But we have mind invasion. So this is confirming that you are absolutely on this person's mind heavily. You're not just on their mind, you're in their mind. Like you're like, it's like obsessive thinking, you know, you're always on their mind. And I feel like, yes, they will be contacting you, but I feel like there's going to be a little bit of space and time for them to like mentally recharge and rest from this before they'll actually like step forward and communicate with you. Okay, so let's go into advice for you, what they are being guided to do. So what is the advice? All right, so what is the advice? We have the Justice energy, we have the Tower energy, we have Eight of Pentacles. Sorry, we have so we also have the Affair card. So it says here, someone is married, untangled, and unable to fully offer their love. So basically we have the Justice with that Oracle message. So I feel like, you know, this person is being confronted with consequences here. You know, it's Libra energy. Justice is Libra energy. And, you know, it's either karmically or in like real life circumstances. Justice says there's truth that needs to come to light. So, you know, this person, this could be like a third party situation. You know, I feel like normally I don't like to point to things like that, but that's what this is screaming at to me, like some sort of entanglement with somebody else kind of thing. You know, it's like it's a strong theme here of legal matters, contracts, you know, a current relationship that they feel bound to somehow. Like they may not be like literally married, but it could be someone that they have legal issues with or they're legally bound to somehow. And with the Tower energy, there's a major shakeup or awakening going on in this person's life. It could be a divorce. It could be explosive argument. It could be internally like some sort of mental, emotional collapse here. This person, is experiencing guilt, shame, fear of everything crumbling if the truth comes out, because we have lies here too. So this is like saying there's a major fallout over some sort of dishonest behavior or a secret that's been exposed or is about to be exposed. All right. And I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles here, this person is like burying themselves in work or trying to distract themselves, trying to fix something, But this also has, it's showing me that this is a long-term issue as well. They've been trying to, manage somehow. So this confirms that someone in this situation is either married or committed elsewhere. Somehow they're like I said, they're committed or obligated, bound to somebody legally, basically. And that prevents them from being able to fully offer you their love. That makes a lot of sense. So I feel like your person is not being fully honest, not just with you, but also with themselves. There may be a fear of admitting they're in love with you with someone else, And I feel like they're also afraid of facing the consequences of their actions. And I feel like this person is using denial as a coping mechanism, And I feel like with the Tower energy, it's all about to explode. It's all about to blow up in their face. Yeah. So I feel like they're in crisis mode. And it's basically, the truth is coming out and it's not going to be sustainable. All right. So let's look into what you don't see coming. An unexpected twist or opportunity. What don't you see coming? All right, we have the Hermit energy, we have the Ten of Swords, and we have the Two of Swords with toxic traits. Someone has a tendency to focus on the negative aspects of situations, people, or outcomes. And we also have the Witches. There's 3 witches in this picture. So it's another it's a vibe of multiple people involved in the situation, people causing drama, fights, arguments, talking behind backs. So collective, this is actually great news for you, because I feel like as we get deeper into this reading, this is somebody that has been extremely toxic. This has been a very emotionally draining situation that they dragged you into, and you probably didn't even you were included in this unknowingly. Okay. I feel like this is something that came out over time as you've grown feelings for this person and vice versa. But, we have the Hermit energy. So what you don't see coming is, I feel like you're basically going to be saying, I'm done here with the Hermit energy and the Ten of Swords. You're going to be like, you know what? I am done with this situation. That's it. That's the final straw. It might be something you hear. It might be something you find out. It could be someone else telling you something, but some sort of truth is going to come to light, and it's going to be really painful. Okay. And it's basically going to be the end of this connection as far as you're concerned, and, yeah, that's the kind of vibe that I feel like you're going to be in, and I feel like this is going to be reflecting, this truth is going to be something you are meant to know. I feel like the universe is bringing it to light, to protect you. It's something that Spirit is saying, you absolutely need to know this, because this is not a good situation for you. You need to close this door now. Okay. This person with the Two of Swords and toxic traits, someone is avoiding the truth here. They know what they've done or what they're involved in, all right? So there's a sense of denial, a sense of indecision. There's a refusal here to deal with consequences of their actions, right? So they're avoiding a painful decision, yeah, it's just like avoidant type of energy. So with the toxic traits energy here, this confirms unhealthy emotional patterns. It could be fear of, confrontation. I feel like this is heavily like your person here, as we've seen with the mystery lover, someone that just skulks in the dark, someone that just kind of disappears. It could be ghosting. It's emotional gaslighting, manipulation, emotional immaturity. It's this twist that brings to the surface. It's a cycle that's been draining you and this whole connection has been draining is what I feel. And we also have the witches, right? So this is what's really huge. I feel like there are outsiders influencing the connection. So it's like frenemies, gossip, lies. I feel like people talking bad about you, the situation, you know, it's just a lot of backstabbing energy here. It's like this person may have left others' opinions like control their actions. Like they've let, you know, outsiders influence the connection with you, you know, and how they deal with you. All right. But the twist is here, you're meant to know this truth so that it will free you. So that, you know, that it's confirmed that you're not crazy. You're being protected from people and patterns that would have broken you even more. So this is really for your highest good. This is Spirit's way of protecting you. Yeah, it's basically giving you final confirmation that this person is toxic and not good for you at all. And that you should close that door and move on with full confidence, knowing that, you know, it's never going to really amount to anything. So, collective, hopefully that resonated. If it did, feel free to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.